What's going on, everybody?
What's happening?
We're back. Again.
Part 3. What are we going to talk about?
I don't remember what we were going to talk about. We're just kind of winging it today. Like, I kind of planned it out, but it's kind of weird when we don't have all day to, like, think about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're just kind of bullshitting today.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah. This is chillaxing.
I mean, there have been times when I have not. There have been times where I've made a complete fool of myself.
I'm assuming that's been a lot of time.
Shut up.
I have too, though. Like, I've just said the wrong thing and, like, or assumed the wrong thing and been like, yeah. And it's just like, oh, well.
It's not a really good result, yeah.
God damn it. Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Definitely shouldn't have said that.
Do you got any examples off the top of your head?
Not that I want to mention.
Well, alright, fair enough. Fair enough. There was one time, and I don't know why, but it sounded great in my head. Like, really bad. Needless to say, it involved peanut butter.
Oh!
And let me tell you something, I was not smooth about it.
I like that. I see what you did there.
Yep. We're just going to go like that, and we're going to give y'all a minute to laugh, because that was... That actually really is a funny one. And very embarrassing on my end. I made an ass of myself.
Very
that one.
Embarrassing.
So, it's, oh, that was an example that I can give. What about you, Colton? Can you give any particular scenario?
Oh, which time?
Oh,
Which time?
Depends on what you're okay publicly to say.
Something I said, something I did.
Sometimes it's not even a matter of what you don't do. Gets you in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that one.
Yeah.
I know that one. And, you know, all the guys out there can relate too. Because sometimes we don't have to do anything and we're still in trouble.
I make an ass out of myself publicly.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get mad and post some shit on Facebook and, like, I take it down, like, a few minutes later. I'm like, nah, I probably shouldn't make that public. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm like, yeah.
See, at least you come to that realization. I get to a point there where I just kind of shoot the first thing that comes to my mind, and it's like, oh, I don't realize until days later that I should have taken it down minutes later, not days later.
Yeah.
So,
you like to post stupid shit on Facebook, too.
It's kind of actually a bad habit, in reality. It just... I've gotten a little better, but I also haven't posted anything in a really long time.
I'd rather have you play your Pokemon game than post a bunch of stupid shit on Facebook. I've seen some of the shit you posted on Facebook. I've seen there was like a breastfeeding one.
We're not going into that, especially for this.
Oh fuck. Oh, that one.
We're not going into that.
We gotta touch on that sometime.
No. No. That one's gonna just get every female pissed the fuck off at me. So it's like, no, we're not going there. And I'm sure when I get my own kid and wife, then my view on it is going to be different. But in the meantime, I'm a single motherfucker and I'm entitled to my fucking opinion. Just wanted to voice that.
I'm entitled to my opinion.
But you also have a kid. And if any motherfucker decides to stop, stare, and point out...
Yeah, that's the problem. Like it shouldn't be a big deal.
It's not.
It's really, like, it's It's been happening for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Like, only recently
Has it become a problem?
in the span of things, only recently have people done formula and not breastfed.
Yeah.
Or pumped and not necessarily breastfed. Like, that's a really recent thing in our history.
Yeah. Well, then you get the mamas that are like, yeah, have you ever tried to have a toddler, like, try to latch on and then you can't fucking do any of that shit? You try to cover up and then the toddler's like, no, it's too hot. Like, yeah. All the mothers out there know what I'm talking about. But as far as opinion goes, no. Just, we're not going there. I don't have an opinion. That's my opinion.
You don't have an opinion?
I'm not a woman.
Like I said, it just shouldn't be a big deal. I feel like nothing should be a big deal, honestly.
There you go.
Like, especially stuff like that. Like, obviously I don't want people walking around naked. But if the baby's gotta eat, the baby's gotta eat.
That's fair.
I mean? We've all seen titties. Everybody's seen a titty.
We've all watched porn, so...
Yeah. I don't understand.
So, in retrospect, I have no opinion because...
I saw the story one time that it was like some celebrity was on a magazine and did a photo shoot with like her kid on the magazine or something, or maybe it was like an Instagram, or I don't remember, but there was a picture of a celebrity of her like kissing her kid on the lips, and people were all like weirded out by it, like what's wrong with you? That's gross. That's sexual, and like all that. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you stupid?
That one I actually don't understand because, you know, I still, like, kissed my parents growing up. Like, that was still a thing. Like,
yeah, well, and like, if the kid was, like a grown man or something, maybe it would have been, but her kid was, like, 3 years old.
Yeah. When you get to the grown age, like, a hug
like,
does just the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's meaningless. It still shows that, hey, I love you. Like...
Yeah.
You know, so it's like a hug as an adult.
I just thought that was
just
the dumbest fucking thing. People they find ways to criticize everything.
Everything and anything these days.
That's why the internet is the best and worst invention of all time.
So remember how we came to America to find freedom? Well, we brought everything else, but we say that the price for freedom isn't free and whatnot, but it's like, well, you know, everybody's got their beliefs, and growing up it was all about America and the flag and under God. Now we're so afraid to offend somebody that it's like, it's not the America that we had, you know?
Well, and the problem is like, it's not even just that. It's like the internet has given people a voice that like shouldn't have a voice. Like logical people like you and I, like you like a lot of stuff that I don't like.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you do you. You know what I mean?
It's a thing.
I'm not like, you're the stupidest fucking, that's the dumbest fucking thing. You should go, and people on the internet talk like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you should go die because you like this idea or whatever. You know what I mean?
I've been told I should die because I like Pokemon. Like, that one I actually have been told, and it's like, fuck you, man. Like, it was elementary. School bullies were not very nice.
Ladies, get you a guy who likes Pokemon.
You get him one who likes Pokemon.
He's so busy doing that he doesn't have time to cheat on you. Am I wrong?
At least somebody understands the concept. Because here's the thing. Even if I'm going to transfer all my Pokemon from all my games to one, I'm going to erase all those other Pokemon games and start those over so that I can get different versions of what I want.
Why does this podcast always end up talking about your fucking Pokemon games?
I don't know.
It's like 3 days in a row we've talked about your Pokemon games.
I'm just briefing on it, but...
Jesus. See, his whole life is, like, centered around it.
Hey, a couple years ago it was Yu-Gi-Oh! No, a couple years ago it was Magic: The Gathering. Years before that was Yu-Gi-Oh! And years before that was Pokemon. So history is just repeating itself.
God damn it.
Like I said, my hobbies are very much on like anime and stuff, and so it's like lately now it's Naruto, and it's like what the
Naruto.
fuck.
I watch lots of DC stuff.
See, you can understand, you can attest.
I don't know about like I've never really been into like the TV shows for Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon or.
But I mean, if it was like a Justice League or Superman, you'd watch it.
I'd watch that all day.
Yeah,
I
see,
do. That's my thing.
So it's like you would, but it's what 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Do you got a song of the day?
A song of the day.
I kind of already have a song of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another theme, but it's still something.
All right, go ahead.
So, for all my Avatar: Last Airbender friends out there, not the shitty movie they made, but the cartoon version and the actual real thing. But it was Zuko's theme when he was fighting General Zhao, because at that time that Agni Kai was like, you got to see what an Agni Kai was. And of course, Zuko would have won, but General Zhao was a little bitch and decided to puss out. I don't know, he took his loss very sour and tried to retaliate, and so when Uncle Iroh like put him in his place, it was definitely it was a good time. But the music on that was fantastic. Loved that.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
My song of the day is Taipei Person Ala T by Stone Sour.
Okay.
Because we reached 75 listeners today. Go listen to the song and you'll know why. Keep sharing to your friends, guys. Keep listening.
Spread us however you can.
Spread our seed all over the land.
Oh, my, he went there.
I did go there. We love you guys. We really do. Thanks for putting up with our bullshit for fucking 45 minutes again.
Seriously, we love you. Keep supporting us. We want to do more for y'all. And for those who think that we don't do anything, yeah, just wait. You'll see a big difference. But you got to support us. You got to help us out, and then it can be better. But don't sit there and criticize. And
yeah, if you don't like it, don't listen. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah. Like,
this isn't for everybody. I never said this was for everybody.
So, but let us know. We like to think of it as constructive criticism, but
right.
But
sometimes people are just dumb. But you guys that really like it, we appreciate you. And we hope to find more every day.
Thank you much. We do appreciate you.
What was it that Bob Ross said? You can't believe what wonderful things it does to my heart to know that you've allowed me into your homes.
There you go.
All right, guys. Show us your titties.